What's up, y'all? This is Critic. I'm sorry I missed the past 2 weeks. I know the last video I did was Supergirl movie review, which was really good viewer wise. I really appreciate y'all checking out that video. But I've been super busy. I'm working on a video essay right now that's on the My Name is Dion channel, which y'all can go to right here. Appreciate the support. Hope y'all check it out. But I also am doing another Creator's Choice project called Midsummers, where we're doing the same thing as Creator Choice, looking at different movies and TV shows, but for the past year so far, basically half the year. I hope y'all watch it. It's really cool, and I'm happy to be a part of that. So sorry again that I missed the past 2 weeks, but it's worth it. Especially for the video essay that I'm about to do, which is, I'm not gonna give a date, but it's coming up soon. So if there's any movie that I had to come back to with the movie reviews, it is the Odyssey. I've been looking forward to this movie since Christopher Nolan had announced it. I've read the Odyssey when I was in high school. All the three things I know is the Cyclops, that Odysseus wants to come back to his home, and Circe. Those are the three main things I know about the Odyssey. Other than that, I'm basically just a casual when it comes to those mythologies. And I was really looking forward to this movie, especially with the casting choices. They had Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, Lupita Nyong'o, Charlize Theron, so on and so forth. A lot of these actors, oh, Anne Hathaway, all these actors that have been very successful and are very talented are in this project. They even got Travis Scott in the trailers, which I was surprised by. It caught me off guard. Like, why is Travis Scott in this movie, man? Matt Damon, I forgot to mention him. He's the big star of this movie as Odysseus. And of course, I'm watching this movie because of Christopher Nolan. I consider Christopher Nolan the greatest director of all time. I know y'all love Steven Spielberg, Martin Scorsese, James Cameron, all those old folks that y'all love so much. I really respect those directors. But to me, none of them are like Christopher Nolan. I haven't watched one Christopher Nolan movie that I've have not loved. Even Tenet. Tenet is confusing as ever, and I still enjoy that movie because of the technicality, the different things that Nolan be doing. His mind, his structure, interests me. So I just love watching Christopher Nolan movies. It gives me a philosophy of things that I can do with my creative process. Like, I really love Christopher Nolan, man. He is my director GOAT. So if you haven't heard about the Odyssey, which is crazy, like I said before, because everybody read the Odyssey. I mean, I had to learn that in English class during school. The Odyssey is basically about Odysseus after the events of Troy. And Odysseus, all he wants to do is to just go home. But because of the trials and tribulations that he has done in the events of Troy, him and his crew has to suffer in the journey of events that involve monsters and weather and gods, and he has to suffer because of his sins. And while that's happening, Penelope and Telemachus, I hope I'm pronouncing that name right because it's been a while, they are having issues, seeing who's going to be king, because Odysseus been gone for a period of time, and suitors are there to take his place and be greedy and all that. And that's basically the plot and story of the Odyssey. My quick thoughts on the Odyssey is that it is amazing. I could say right now that it's one of Nolan's classic movies. Usually when you go to a movie, you can tell when that movie is like special. I was like that with Sinners. The moment I seen highlights from the beginning of the movie, and I seen the music, scene from Sinners. If y'all know the music scene I'm talking about, the culture stuff going on at the house that they were at. That's when I knew that movie was special. This movie, I'm not gonna lie, the first 10 to 20 minutes was a little bit I had to catch up on because we literally, I mean, it's the same thing in the book. We start off in the middle of the story, but once we meet with Matt Damon as Odysseus and see what he got going on, that's when the movie picks up. And once it picks up and you're following it, it is amazing and terrifying of the things this man and his crew are going through. The Cyclops scene was terrifying, and that's the event or moment in the book that everybody wanted to see in this movie, and they done that very well. But what scared me the most, I'm not going to spoil nothing if you haven't read the book, which is crazy, or seen the movie. But the most terrifying part was Cersei and the way she uses her tricks. And that's all I'll say about that. That part was terrifying. And I thought they did an amazing job here. And it makes me want to see a horror Christopher Nolan movie, because that would be amazing. But they done that very well, and it was great. Every actor in this movie was amazing. Matt Damon as Odysseus was great. Anne Hathaway, I thought, was the MVP of this movie as Penelope. She looks like she going through suffering and grief, which is what Penelope going through in the book. But and you definitely see with Anne Hathaway here, with her grieving and trying to accept that the things that happen. Robert Pattinson, I've been telling y'all for the past 2 years, Robert Pattinson is the best actor of this era. Like, he kills it in every movie he's in. Mickey 17, The Batman, and especially this movie. And this is a compliment because Robert Pattinson is amazing, like I said. But him as Anakin, he was a bitch. I'm sorry. I hated him. I hated him so much. He's a sniveling, slick character that think he's all that because Tom Holland, which I'm gonna get to him as Telemachus, is a wuss, and he can't do nothing. And he know, our pastor know he can't do nothing. So him and Corey, who played Dr. Dre in Straight Outta Compton, was bullying him. They was messing with Argos the dog. I was like pissed and all that. Anyways, I'm going too far ahead. But Robert Pattinson was great in this movie because I hated him. He reminded me of Jeffrey from Game of Thrones. Like, I wanted somebody to kill this dude. Like, what the fuck? Boy, just doing anything, and he not really like that. But yeah, Robert Pattinson is great, very talented. I don't know if he's gonna get an award for this. I know Anne Hathaway definitely will, but yeah, he's great. Tom Holland, I thought he was cool. Now I know Telemachus doesn't really need, have to have a showy performance. But I thought Tom Holland did what he had to do for the role that he has. I seen people on Twitter either saying, oh, he is fantastic, he's great, he proving people wrong. And the other side was like, man, he's the weakest link. I don't know why you got on with this cast. Why is he here? And I'm just like, hey man, you with all these actors, you with Robert Pattinson, Anne Hathaway, Matt Damon, you gonna get outshined, but that don't mean he had a bad performance. I thought Tom Holland was really good in this movie, but I thought he was good, like not very. You delete that, you put Good. Good. He was good in this movie. I thought he did what he had to do. Zendaya as Athena and Lupita Nyong'o as Helena. They only had a little bit of stuff going on in the movie, but I will say the moments that they did have here was very impactful. And I'm sorry to the people that's like, oh, Lupita Nyong'o shouldn't be Helena. What the hell? Cause she black or she don't look good. You see Lupita Nyong'o, you are going to fight in a war for this moment. You see her right here. You are going to fight. You're going to get 1,000 men at war with another group of civilization to fight for her. Like, I understand. Because what the hell? She beautiful. Like, what you want him to do? That was the perfect casting choice. I don't care what y'all say, y'all grifters. And Zendaya as Athena was good. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. But they did their thing. The whole cast did their thing. John Look, Sid from Ice Age. I'm sorry, I gotta say that because look, I can't say that last name. Sid from Ice Age was good in this movie as the old man. He was really great. But the strongest part about the Odyssey and all Christopher Nolan movies are the themes that are shown in this movie. This movie, the Odyssey, is about leadership, heroism. It's about loyalty. I mean, the things that you see Odysseus had to go through because of what he's done at Troy. Like, was it really worth it? Because it causes a lot of pain and suffering to not only himself, but to the people that he loves. And then you see the things he had to go through with the Cyclops. I don't want to spoil, like I said before, this is just a quick review, but it shows you like heroism ain't all that, because you gotta do some slick stuff to be a hero, especially being a soldier. You gotta kill like a whole civilization because of some petty stuff. And then you come to realize like, damn, why did I do that? And then after that, you just do some petty stuff, and then you kill some of your men because you keep making mistakes, island after island after island. And then you realize, damn, maybe I gotta stop the mistakes I'm doing because it's causing my crew to die. Yo, this was an amazing experience. I wish I seen this in IMAX 70mm, but I can't because every theater is sold out until the end of August. That pissed me off, man. Like, why? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Ludwig is the best, composer of this generation, hands down. He took the chain from Hans Zimmer and was like, this is my time. This is my time. Christopher Nolan knew that, and he been with Ludwig ever since. This man has no weakness when it comes to his composing. It is like dread, little bit of like optimism, but mostly dread and horrifying things that are happening with his score. Like, it is amazing. Also, the sound design, I know like you do it in a review, Dion, we ain't trying to hear that technical stuff, but I'm saying this now because it's very important. Watch this movie. The technical stuff are really great here, especially when you hear the sounds of the creatures. It is like very wary. When you hear the Cyclops scream, you will be like, what is that sound? What am I hearing in my ears? It's loud. And the decisions they make with the book, you'll be like, that's very impressive. I like that that Nolan adapted it that way. So the Odyssey is great. I highly recommend you watch it at the biggest screen possible. If you can't go to a 70mm screening, you can go to IMAX. If you can't go to IMAX, go to Adobe screen, because this is the movie that you should watch. This is an event movie. It's not like no CGI stuff that's happening that's a waste of time. This was made together with love and creativity and dedication and hard work, and this is what they did with this movie. And I'm very happy that I watched this as early as I can, and I'm going to watch a 70mm screening when I have a chance. 70mm IMAX specifically. I'm going to do that. But anyways, watch it as soon as possible. It's great. It's a classic. This going to get nominated for Oscars. Believe Anne Hathaway, the sound design, the score, best director. Nolan got that. So we here. Grifters, take this L because we won. This is the best movie of the year. Y'all can go to IMDb, sabotage some shit, whatever, but it ain't gonna work because this movie is fantastic. So see y'all later. This is my review. Just my quick review. Catch y'all later. All right, y'all. Peace.